And I'll tell you what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of Wayne getting exactly what he promises. He will be the face of the Libertarian Party if he gets LNC chair. Everything he says will be seen as Libertarian Party and philosophy. To all the people that he does it to all the millions that will hear it, that will be it. I, as LNC chair, it won't be about me. It will be way down here. It will be us all over. And you want to know how it happens? The revolution. You think that was an accident?
And Ernie, when you rebut, I want you to answer this question because you always say that it scares you that I might go out and convince people what libertarianism might be too moderate, too pragmatic. I didn't even know this until John J. Myers brought it up, but don't you talk about 9/11 truth? Don't you talk about the fact that the government was involved in 9/11 in the World Trade Center? I don't even know that. I'm basing it on what John Myers has been saying. But you talk about the face of the Libertarian Party and what I'm going to do when I get to Washington. It isn't going to make us the party that believes in 9/11 truth. Can you imagine what would happen to the Libertarian Party the next day if Ernie's elected chairman? And the radical idea that the government and George Bush asked those planes to go into the World Trade Center and kill 3,000 Americans? Are we out of our minds? Is that what you want the Libertarian Party to be about? If you think there's a lot of people that believe that, you better look at Deborah Medina, who had a great chance to beat Rick Perry and be governor of Texas. And the minute she even came close to mentioning 9/11 truth on the Glenn Beck show on Fox News, that was it. You would think that was the one place she could mention it. Her entire campaign disintegrated overnight. He said, "You don't believe in that 9/11 truth stuff, do you?" And she said, "Well, I don't know. I mean, there aren't enough facts in for me to make a decision for sure. I'd like to look more at it." The next day, her entire base of support for Governor of Nevada went to zero. Governor of Texas, excuse me, went to zero. It was all over. We can't be too radical and scare people. We can't.
Jesse Ventura guest hosted for Larry King a couple weeks ago. On Friday had Dr. Paul on and so on. And he's going on 9/11. We had him speak at the Capitol last year, and he got in the Senate caucus room, and we videotaped. I interviewed him, and he goes, "Did you know that there are CIA agents in every state capital? When I got elected, they met with me. That's all they wanted to know was how the heck did I get elected? 30 of them." This is, the conspiracies, everybody on the show, they'll call in and say, "Do you believe in this conspiracy that the chemtrails, 9/11, and I just say, look, I don't need to know whether they did or not. I just need to ask one question. Can they? Can they enhance their power, scope, and truthfulness into your life? Then what's the moral hurdle for them not to?" And when you go to 9/11, I go, as soon as you explain to me where all the tons of molten steel came from, then we go on to the next question. I tell you on this one thing, in the 1 minute that we have, I will not back off of this 9/11 investigation, knowing the truth. Will he?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I run away from it like a train on the tracks. My God, you want to destroy this party, name a national chairman who believes 9/11 was an inside job of the government. I'm not even debating whether it was. I'm telling you, you got to be careful what you say. Words are powerful. Jesse the Body Ventura was a hero of mine. By the way, he still is. Third-party candidate that was elected governor of Minnesota. Amazing. I use him in every conversation, on every conservative talk radio. They go, "Do you really think you get elected president someday? Do you really think libertarians get elected?" I say, "Look at Jesse the Body Ventura. He was a wrestler who wore a pink boa, and he got elected governor. That's impressive." But the day, there was a point after governor where he was leading in polls for president of the United States. And the day he lost it was the day he made one simple, innocuous comment. Just offhand to the media, he said, "Religion is the opiate of the masses. Anyone who believes in it is an idiot." From that moment on, he went from a legitimate candidate for president of the United States, a wrestler, to someone who never had any chance, grew his hair long, put it in a ponytail, and went surfing in Mexico. You can't elect people who say things like that. You just send them surfing in Mexico. They have lots of great things to say. They may be right, but they got to go surfing in Mexico. They can't be in the White House talking about crazy conspiracy theories or saying religion is opiate for the masses. You can't. You can't get elected.
And if we're not out there telling the truth on things like 9/11, or at least just asking for the truth, on the drug war, on foreign policy, on war, we are not relevant. There are other parties to pick. We need to be clear on what libertarianism is and how we apply it to our lives, our culture,